from Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium in Greenville, North Carolina. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Hornets and the ECU Pirates. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Harold pregame. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Pirates ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Hornets offense will go to work first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
On the option. Keeps it on the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
They'll go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Back to pass, it's Thurman. He's going to take off. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That
got some room, headed to the goal line, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hornets! You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and, man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chomp up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's see what he can do with the return. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. His coverage unit right on top of him. Hornets offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Quick completion. It's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To throw, it's Thurman. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Back to pass on second down. Completes it in the middle. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They're going to run it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. Knocked off his feet.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Hornets are flying down the field. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hayward. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Hornets go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Thurman. Unloads it left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hornets. Put 6 on the board.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
Here comes East Carolina offense out to start the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you
might have a chance. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Pirates in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The run inside. It's Lewis. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Defense in press coverage. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground, it's Lewis. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got enough for the first. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the mark. The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Running inside, it's Lewis. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Pirates have moved it inside the 20. The run from the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got enough space. Touchdown, Pirates. The running attack gets it done and produces 6.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Thurman. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Hornets right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Going to the running game. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Hornets are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Hornets come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Hornets! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back, looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to throw, it's Thurman. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Jeffrey. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He's looking to throw on third and short. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unleashes one. Tight end getting vertical. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Hornets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Thurman. Under fire. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to it.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the #1 team, the USC Trojans.
And the Hornets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what are you finding out about the latest on this injury?
Guys, Coach Harrell told me at the half, their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Pirates are in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third down play from the gun. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Let's send the tight end in motion. Quarterback keep. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the interception, but no.
Takes it the other way. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Hornets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the shotgun. Hard running there. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Hornets have their offense in high gear. Dropping back, it's Thurman. Got it in the middle, it's Jeffrey. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Hornets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Hornets go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Off play action on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Trying to barrel in. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Hornets. And the pummeling has started. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Unloads quickly, and he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The run inside. It's Lewis. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And I love when defenses understand the situation. It's 3rd and short. That ball's probably going to come out really fast, and the DB was ready for it. Threw it to the wide receiver. He broke on the football and got him to the ground right away.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Hornets will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Thurman. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Number 99, set to kick it away.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way.
Makes the grab in their space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Running inside. It's Lewis. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back play.
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, East Carolina. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he puts through the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone.
Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Now the play fake. Now rolling to the left. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set him back, but they'll go for it here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he never had a chance to pick up the first down, knocked out of bounds, and they'll give up the ball. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Looking downfield on first down, right down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Myers on the move. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Hornets. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, this guy's going to need an ice bath based on how he's run the football now these last 2 games, David. Back-to-back top 25 wins, in large part because of the way he's running the football. He has been physical, and it's incredible to watch him against really good defenses wear them down. He just seems to get better as the game goes on. This guy has just been a monster in recent games.
Hey, he's been an absolute monster. And I think when you're watching this team and you watch him the last 2 weeks against quality opponents and to be this physical, man, this bodes well for this team moving forward. Like, how are you not going to depend on this team or call this team one of the best teams in college football? Back-to-back weeks, physicality. You can't stop me.
A shot toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly Welcome to New Orleans and Yulman Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Hornets and the Tulane Green Wave. Along with Dick Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I kind of put the Green Wave head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
So what's on? Ready? Ready to go.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up. Knocked down, but before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback keeps it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hornets have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Hornets want to crank the tempo. They want to run this quarterback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Thurman. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football.
Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Hornets.
Touchdown, Hornets.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown in the opening drive of the game.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Peace. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Makes the catch. It's Dobbs. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Looking to throw on third. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He's got it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Thurman. Got his man on the right. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense.
Got a little grass. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Hornets have pushed it inside the 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. They're
got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hornets.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point push. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pulls it on the option. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Paul.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. I think you can put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown. Even if you don't get it, they still have to drive the entire field on your defense.
Tries it on the steep. They stop him short. Looking downfield, it's Thurman. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And the Hornets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what.
And the Heat gets home. They knock it. Back at the 45.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Here we go. Ready. 129, 139, go.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Hornets headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. The Hornets getting set on 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Red 18, red 18.
Looking downfield, it's Thurman. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Hornets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw again. Touchdown, Hornets. Middle of the end zone. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Looking to pass. It's Thurman. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Never a doubt. And now... Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 30. Ready, go.
The give from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
14.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. Back to pass. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball. Off the play fake on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it inside the 15. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Touchdown, Hornets! Motion from the wide receiver. calls his own number. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Line getting set on second down.
Here we go. Ready. 22.
Wants to throw. It's Thurman. Buying some time. He's going to run it. No, he got loose. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. The play action fake. Deep shot for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it.
Let's go. Ready. Jet. Ready, go.
Wants to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jeffrey. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line.
The Hornets come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
Ready, go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're going bootleg, trying to trick the defense, but it didn't work. They were not biting on the play fake, and everybody had their eyes on the QB. They knew coming into this game he was a weapon. He was going to keep the football, staying home, able to close the distance, get him on the ground for a big sack.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Back to throw, it's Thurman. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the...
Right. Here we go. Ready. Flag 38. Go.
The give to the back. There's a crease. Makes it past the marker. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They'll give it to him again. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Off the play fake. Looking for space to the left. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Hornets have this offense rolling. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They stop him just a link or two short of the... And man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. He'll run it again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And the Hornets will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
This time he wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Pocket breaking down, and here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Dead. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. The lone back's got it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack. The lights are on, and they're shining brightly, literally and figuratively on this Saturday night. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the UAB Blazers and the Hornets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Hornets head coach. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Thurman. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an... The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes a deep grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good look at... And all of a sudden, they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He's going for the goal line. The Hornets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Thurman. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Hornets have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Hornets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown! To the air, it's Thurman. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle.
One of the things I like about this tight end is he's a target vertically down the field. That was a post route that time. And you want to try to cover him with a linebacker, probably not going to be fast enough. You want to cover him with a safety, probably not going to be big enough. That's the matchup nightmare this guy can be, and his quarterback well aware of it on that throw.
Firing to the right, complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of matchups somewhere else.
Handoff from the gun. Picks up the first down. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Hornets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Back to pass, it's Thurman. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Maybe some room here. And that'll be enough for the first down. A gain of 13 on the play, and the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. The Hornets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The quick out. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they hope that false start penalty doesn't come back to haunt them. 2nd and goal again. Scanning the field, it's Thurman. He's got him. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hornets. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to...
This offense has it with really good field position. He'll start this drive firing. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Thurman. He wants to take the top off. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. One more snap coming before halftime. Out of the gun to give to the back. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 3 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Volunteers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the Hornets will boot it away to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 6. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds space on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Hornets come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Jeffrey. What a nice connection, knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Thurman. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They just keep firing. Under fire. Avoids pressure on the right. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Hornets have it with a 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Looking to buy time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hornets. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push up. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. And the Hornets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. This quarterback part of their running game. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And tackled there by the defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. So here they come going for it on 4th and long, the aftershocks of that earlier sack. They got him for the sack, and that'll be... The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. We are here for a Saturday night clash, and it just doesn't get much more thrilling than this one on EA Sports College Football. It's the Memphis Tigers and the Hornets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So the Hornets offense will get first crack at it here. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Thurman. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
It's complete to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Hornets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Give to the back. Headed to the end zone. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Hornets. Great job by the back on the option.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Looking for the edge, it's Jones. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Pruitt. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got the back over the middle. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop, you move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The inside handoff. Maybe a crease. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Now he's looking to throw it. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying the left side. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll run play action. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. we need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
22.
They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Thurman. Got his man downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Hornets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Under fire. Buried before he completes. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
From the gun, the running back has it. Now Memphis will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. All the way. Touchdown, Hornets.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you've got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Back to throw, it's Pruitt. snagged out of the air. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Just keep slinging it. Got out of trouble and throws. The short hands, it's Davis. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Memphis heads to the line with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run, and a lot of receivers for the defense. Makes a grab. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Memphis!
And you're going to need more of this in the 2nd half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the 1st half to cut this to a 1-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the 2nd half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. Back to pass, it's Thurman. Complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Looking to throw for it. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. That is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
And this is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator.
There's some room. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give on the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Going to the read option left on 3rd and short. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense in a split backfield. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, 1st down. To throw, it's Thurman. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer.
And the pressure is coming in, and they... Again.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Hornets will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Cradles it at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Strong, firm tackle. Memphis wants to move quickly. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The ball is spotted, but the officials waving the training staff onto the field to check on the injured Memphis Tiger. So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Pruitt. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Pulls it in. It's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Now the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Back to the ground with the running back. Push down for the tackle. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
And they trust their kicker, and he drills it. He drills it, ties this game up early in the 4th quarter. Man, this one looks like it's going to be a great finish. We're all knotted up.
He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jones. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Memphis picking up the tempo. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Pruitt. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A little screen to the running back. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Looking downfield, it's Thurman. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2. To try to maximize time and get the football back. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Hornets will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Lost one deep down the right side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
Now on the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Did you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Thurman. Fires to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20. Great place to start for this offense. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it on the option. There's a crease. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. pistol grab on third. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. On first and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Thurman. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots, put some pressure on the defense.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
Gotta find a completion on this one. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. To the air on second down. Fires toward the end zone. Fires it incomplete. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt.